Do you favor a 30-year fixed amortizing mortgage or a 15-year fixed amortizing mortgage? Well, I always prefer the 30, and I'm going to tell you why. Hi, I'm Keith Weinhold, host of the long-running Get Rich Education podcast. I'm also a writer for Forbes and the Rich Dad Advisors. I used to think 15s were better than 30. In fact, I used to have a 15 on my own home, but I've since learned better, and I've only used 30-year fixed amortizing loans for both my primary residence and for my income properties. Look, someone with a 15-year loan can point out, I can show you right here all the interest that I'm saving, and they're absolutely right. They are saving an interest expense. But what that person fails to consider is the fact that it's not that simple. Instead, if you invested the difference between the lower 30-year payment and the higher 15-year monthly payment, and you turned around and invested that in more income property, you're almost always going to be substantially further ahead than you would be with the 15-year loan. Additionally, the 15-year doesn't give you any flexibility. You must continue to make that higher payment. What if you lose your job? Well, like I said, you must continue to go ahead and make that higher payment. So the 30-year gives you greater flexibility and it gives you greater cash flow. You have more discretionary income every month to do what you want to do with it. Additionally, on your income properties, oftentimes with a 15-year loan, it won't provide you with any cash flow, but with a 30-year loan and its lower payment, now you have greater cash flow. You are after creating income streams for yourself, not creating bank servitude for yourself. So keep that in mind when you compare the 30-year versus the 15-year loan, because what is visible in savings in the 15-year, that's something, but what is not visible is the investment gain and the flexibility that you would have with the difference. So consider the 30-year loan. I'm Keith Weinhold. I'm the author of the international best-selling book, 7 Money Myths That Are Killing Your Wealth Potential. I'm giving that ebook version away completely free at GetRichEducation.com, where whether you're a real estate investor or not, we talk an awful lot in there about financial considerations around your own home and around investing in income property as well. Again, you can check that out at GetRichEducation.com. Thanks so much for stopping by.
71% of Americans aren't saving enough for retirement. It's going to get worse as people live longer, and you need to start thinking differently. But you can't lose your time. Real estate is the investment vehicle that's made more ordinary people wealthy than anything else. Keith Weinhold of Get Rich Education is host of one of America's top investing shows, Disrupting Wall Street. He's an international best-selling author, a writer for Rich Dad Advisors, and has been an active income property investor since 2002. He has created thousands in passive monthly income for countless followers, and now he has a free book, The 7 Principles for Creating Wealth in Your Life. Get your copy now at GetRichEducation.com/book. That's GetRichEducation.com/book. Because invest in what produces income for you now and later. Keith Weinhold is your guy. Sign up now at GetRichEducation.com/book.